I go kamikaze, I don't need nobody. I go kamikaze, smoking on that broccoli, she ride me Kawasaki.
Next, back for another video. And today's video, the show suggests, is what if Naruto was a Hatake? And at first glance, this may not have too many implications on the story, but in reality, it could change a lot of things in the Naruto storyline. And if you're wondering why, what if the Namikaze clan had a dojutsu isn't coming out today, it's because I had to change my schedule, and this one met its requirements. So basically, my schedule now is every other day. So today is Thursday, February 13th. So the next upload that you will see from me shall be on Saturday, February 15th. And if you guys want me to, if enough of you guys down below want me to, I may make discussion videos like analyses, and maybe I'll say it's a timeline of a character from their birth to their death, or to where they are now. Anyways, make sure to, like, share to a friend who likes what ifs, check out my Discord server down below, subscribe, and the like goal is going to be 100 likes to guarantee another part, and 150 to guarantee another part immediately after this one. As we start the story here, Minato would be a Hatake instead of a Namikaze, and his brother would be Sakuma Hatake, the White Fang of the Leaf, known for rivaling the Sannin in strength, and for his unkindly demise to suicide, being pressured by his comrades and the Leaf itself. Once Minato heard of his passing and this bad news, he would immediately go to a kid Kakashi, consulting him, as Kakashi would then get enraged at his condolences, knowing that Minato, well, he's right. Everybody does die. But at the same time, he can't move on. Thanking Minato and telling him that he has no family. My mother and father have already passed. Next will be you, Uncle Minato. Well then, if that's the case, when I have a child of my own, I guess you'll raise it. Wait, what? Why are you putting that burden on me? Well, you may have willed it into existence with those words. And plus, you'd only have to come in time to time and train and hopefully spend time with him or her. Okay, I guess that's manageable. But you won't die, Minato. That's Uncle Minato to you. Whatever. As we now skip to the Nine Tails attack, due to the fact that Kakashi in this timeline is Minato's Hokage guard as well as captain of the Anbu, he would arrive on Minato and Kushina's deathbed first. Kushina in her dying breath would tell Kakashi to fulfill his promise all those years back and raise, coughing up some blood, Naruto. As Kakashi would then reply, of course, saying his goodbyes to Kushina and taking a baby Naruto, as well as a few of Minato's kunai, and going home. As he had Yamato, a friend of his who he worked closely with in the Anbu, make him a house. He used to have one, but his old house was destroyed in the Nine Tails' rampage, showing just how far and how much damage the Nine Tails had caused. As he has been shown, or to be more specific, Yamato has been shown to be able to make houses, basically, in Naruto Shippuden. As Naruto would then be rested in a baby cradle, made by Yamato. The next morning, he was then told by Pigeon that he was to meet with the elders and higher-ups to discuss Naruto's life, and if he would be put in an orphanage or adopted by someone. As Kakashi during this meeting would argue for himself to raise Naruto, as the council would then come to a decision, looking at each other. Danzo would have a silent face, and Hiruzen would have a smile, and a serious tone at the same time, emitting off of him, almost like a spiritual vibe. As they would then come to the decision to name Kakashi in charge of Naruto, though Danzo despised this and spited Kakashi, because if anyone was to raise the boy, he wanted to be the one to raise him. Though he just thought to himself, that'll get Kakashi later on. Maybe steal a Sharingan. As we now have a time skip of about 3 years, making Naruto 3 years old, as Kakashi would then start to train Naruto. As Kakashi himself had trained when he was of that age and was a Chunin at 5, getting Naruto to do many different exercises to increase his raw strength, speed, endurance, and things of the sort. At this point, Kakashi would find out that Naruto's only block in training was chakra control, which, well, he would then teach him to control. Once he figured out how to control his chakra properly, well, he would be able to practice the Shadow Clone Jutsu. The way he was able to figure this out was because during a spar, the seal on his stomach had shown, meaning that the QB had interference with his chakra. As he would then do the sealing jutsu that Jiraiya had done on Naruto, loosening his seal and making him be able to have not perfect but decent chakra control, able to make a clone but only one at that, as Kakashi would then be puzzled by this, knowing that Naruto has a massive amount of chakra, rivaling his own at times at such a young age, and so he teaches him the multi-shadow clone jutsu to see if it would make a difference, which Naruto would get down no problem. And we now have a time skip of 2 years. Naruto during this time will be given a replica of the white chakra saber, Kakashi and Sakumo's blade. As Naruto was then 5 years old, he would also master one chakra nature at this point, wind release. As Naruto would learn the wind bullet jutsu, his own jutsu called the wind clone jutsu. Basically, the clones cost as much chakra as a wind bullet, and you can amp their stats. The more chakra that's poured into them, the stronger they are. As Naruto would then be taken on a 3-year training trip with Kakashi, coming back to the village and fighting Kakashi Hatake to see how far he had grown. Letting out a sigh. And leaping at Kakashi, unsheathing his blade, clashing with Kakashi, met with his own blade, as Kakashi then donkey kicked Naruto, who created 2 clones to cushion his fall, creating 2 more clones and putting his hands on each of their backs, adding wind style to them, making them wind clones, as they both then ran at Kakashi, who easily dealt with them, training with Naruto for a few years at this point, and knowing his fighting style, dispatching of the clones, as a gust of wind then sliced his clothing upon the clone's death, as Naruto then engaged in hand-to-hand combat with Kakashi, getting behind him and putting him in a headlock, as Kakashi then activated the Chidori, making Naruto jump away from him, and create a Rasengan, which he had learned from training with Kakashi, who knows the Rasengan himself, clashing with Kakashi for a solid minute, and jumping back with his hand knocked out of place and somewhat torn. Kakashi would apologize for the injuries that Naruto had sustained, but Naruto would brush it off, saying, "No problem, it will only make me stronger." Jumping back with his hand knocked out of place still, grabbing his shirt and putting it in his mouth, almost as if it were a gag, putting it back into place and shoving it, biting down on the sort of gag he had made, and punching Kakashi, who then did a double backflip, landing on a piece of wood, casting the hand signs for the water dragon jutsu, as Naruto then ran away from this attack, or so it had seemed, but in reality, he had switched places with one of his clones, throwing 2 kunai and 4 shuriken, hitting Kakashi, who used a substitution jutsu, turning into a log, and appearing behind Naruto with the kunai in hand. As Kakashi would then slice away at Naruto, who put his hand in the way of the attack, grabbing the kunai and Kakashi. It had seemed that Naruto deliberately famed and hurt himself in order to land a solid blow on Kakashi, using his left hand to punch Kakashi with chakra, enhancing it, tripping Kakashi and pointing his sword to his throat, as Kakashi then used his Sharingan under his headband, casting Naruto under a genjutsu, shutting off his senses and hitting Naruto each second that Naruto wasn't able to realize it was a genjutsu. He hit him with more and more power behind each punch. That line is not from Syriax, it's from Syriax. Oops, I meant to say X. So please don't comment that, because it pains me whenever people are like, wait, do you watch Anime X? Because I say Bauer. with more power behind each blow, as Kakashi then prepared his last punch, as Naruto broke out of the Genjutsu just in time, tapping into a sliver of the Nine Tails chakra, grabbing the blow and jumping back, falling on one knee, and creating 500 shadow clones who all swarmed Kakashi, who cut away at these clones, slowing him down, but this was a part of Naruto's plan, as 10 clones then lined up with each other and dispersed into wind scythes, something Naruto had learned how to do during his training trip. And they were basically consisted of wind chakra, and trapping his clones and Kakashi, leaving the ninja open. As Naruto then threw dozens of paper bombs connected to ninja wire around Kakashi, exploding his clones, but nevertheless also hitting Kakashi, who had succumbed to decent injuries, who then activated the Chidori, blitzing all of the clones and dispatching through them, cutting through, well, all of them with ease and with the lightning style. As he then cut through the wind barrier that the, well, clones had been able to make like butter and unsheathed his sword, running at Naruto, who did the same, unsheathing his own blade, pointing each of their blades to each other's throats, as Naruto would then go to the academy after his fight with Kakashi, which was a tie, being at the top of the class, as the next day the Uchiha massacre had happened, making Sasuke enraged, and had the goal of killing Itachi Uchiha, his elder brother. As Naruto would then approach Sasuke, trying to comfort the boy who had lost his clan, Sasuke only rejected his offer, only making Naruto have a burning passion to keep on trying and persist. Sasuke, try to help a fellow classmate, you know. As Sasuke would realize this, asking to train with Naruto so that he could avenge his clan, knowing that Naruto is a capable shinobi, and kill Itachi Uchiha, his elder brother, and his only purpose in life. As Naruto would then accept Sasuke's request, but also tell him that he needs more than just the goal to kill Itachi. Maybe repopulate your clan would be a good one. In my opinion, revenge may not only, well, be the option, but in this case, you do need your revenge. To my knowledge, he slaughtered your parents, as a tear then shed under Sasuke's eye. I guess my hypothesis was right. He must have had a reason. He knew his parents longer than you. Even if not, why would he only leave you? He wouldn't leave you as an avenger. If so, then he would have left the other Uchiha. It's just a theory. But do you think that he was ordered by a higher-up? To my knowledge, from what, well, my father or uncle told me. Kakashi Hatake, right? Yes, Kakashi Hatake. He told me that the Uchiha were planning a coup d'etat, and Itachi, as well as him, had to spy on the Uchiha clan. A coup d'etat, you say? You don't say. Yeah, a coup d'etat. The thing when, like, a lower power tries to Shut up, I know what a coup d'etat is. I'm just thinking. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, revenge may not be the answer. The truth may. Well, I'll heed your warning. But at the same time, can I train with you? As Naruto would then accept this request and Sasuke's request. And the next day, they would start grueling training. So much so, it made Naruto's score drop and Sasuke's rise, as Naruto would push himself even harder and it would tire him out a great deal mentally, as well as fighting with the Kibi's blood left in chakra, which would put him in so much strain, and so much strain on his body, that it felt as if he was in 100 times gravity, as Sasuke would also practice every area of combat, so things like punches, kicks, etc., as he would also train on his ninjutsu to learn his second chakra nature with Naruto, lightning, and for Naruto, water, which is hard, but Kakashi, realizing both of their determinations to get stronger, would tell them the shadow clone technique, with Sasuke creating 10 shadow clones to speed up the process, and Naruto 1,000 at most. As they would train like this for 4 years, as well as Sasuke practicing with his Sharingan with Kakashi Hatake, and as well as Naruto. Kakashi, already having a 3 Tomoe, would teach Sasuke how to copy jutsu and things of the sort. Kakashi would, well, basically become his master. As Sasuke would then be able to progress his Sharingan to the 3 Tomoe in one eye and the 2 Tomoe in the other. When in rage, he can access the 3 Tomoe in both, but he tends to use 2 Tomoe in one and 3 Tomoe in the other, as it puts less strain on his eyes. And the other thing is that the chakra cost, he hasn't been able to properly pinpoint yet, but he works on it nevertheless, almost always having his Sharingan active. They would do this training all throughout the academy, and the only reason that Sasuke's scores hadn't dropped was due to the fact that he made sure that his scores were high so that he could get in the same team with the lowest, which had somehow become Naruto. And so, Mizuki, seeing Naruto, would approach him, asking Naruto, as he saw his grades and him talking to Mizuki. Naruto, seeing this as betrayal to the Leaf, would steal the scroll, writing down one jutsu, the 8 inner gates, which, by extension of some other jutsu being in the scroll, the 8 gates should theoretically be within the scroll of sealing. And I think I can incorporate it pretty nicely into the story. Pretending to give the scroll to Mizuki, but in reality it had been a medium-sized rock that he had found near a stream, as Naruto knew that after the 4 years of training that he had done, he could easily take out Mizuki, as he then opened the scroll. As the scroll then turned back into a rock, poofing into smoke, and Naruto leaped at Mizuki, who pulled out a sword, a short sword at that, but still a sword, slashing away at his upper body, too fast for Mizuki to react, and stabbing him in his stomach, as I keep saying Minato, as Mizuki would then cough up some blood. A genin, not even a academy student. When did you... As Naruto would then twist the blade 45 degrees, as blood then splattered and spurted out of the wound sporadically, making Mizuki grab the wound in pain. As Naruto then said, Mizuki, Chunin of the Leaf, I hereby strip you of your rank as Chunin, grabbing his headband and using wind style to slash out the leaf symbol, and quickly sketching a small bandit with a nearby stick, and or thief-like person with a cross in the middle on the headband, giving it back to him, as he said, because the only thing you are is a thief and traitor, unsheathing his blade yet again, which was laced in blood from stabbing Mizuki. Now Mizuki lie on a stump of a tree at Naruto's feet. Honestly, I'll save the Hokage's time and kill you. Right here and right now. Bringing his blade down as he then stopped, hearing Iruka's voice and call. Naruto! Naruto! Naruto Uzumaki! As Naruto looked back, he had heard this before he even started, talking. He could sense Iruka's presence, though faint. As he then turned his sword around with the hilt facing Mizuki, knocking him out with the blunt of it and of the sword, as Naruto would then be asked by Iruka if he's okay. Naruto, hearing this, would simply reply, why would I be hurt by a mere Chunin? And he wasn't even skilled. He was an easy opponent, and if it were up to me, he would, as a smirk then appeared on Naruto's face, he would be dead. And would have, the moment we locked eyes. This claim sent shivers, glistering shivers at that, down Iruka's spine. As he thought to himself, it's only a mere child, no need to be scared. It's only Naruto. Locking eyes with Naruto and feeling an immense amount of hatred, happiness, greed, and even loyalty. Something Iruka could sense because it was so potent. The hatred from people who betrayed the Leaf, the happiness, being happy that today was the day that he'll either pass or fail becoming a ninja. The greed was a mix between lust as well, and the lust was for power, to catch up to Itachi Uchiha and help Sasuke kill him and find the answers. and as well as the avenge the Uchiha clan. And the loyalty was his loyalty towards the leaf in his home by extension, as he then disappeared from Iruka's vision, using body flicker to get to the Hokage's office, realizing that he had forgotten Mizuki, as he then returned to Iruka in an instant, grabbing Mizuki and going back to the Hokage's office with an unconscious Mizuki in hand, handing him to the third Hokage and asking if he could take Mizuki's life, not standing for traitors. As Hiruzen would then say, learn to be forgiving, though you are right, but we can give him a fair worse, fate. Are you sure about that? Even then, death to the blade of my own. A bit hasty there, Naruto. Get your bloodlust in check. Lord Hokage, excuse my words, but my bloodlust, it is completely in check. You want to see bloodlust releasing an immense amount of hate and thrive to kill. As Hiruzen would sense this, putting out his hand, telling him to calm down, as Naruto would then say, yes, of course. Sorry to stutter, and sorry to make you feel wary of me. No, it's totally fine, Naruto. My only problem is that he is a traitor! It is okay. Let it go. Fine. What worse fate is this? Jail. Jail eternally. Wait, what? Jail? I guess that works as well. Putting his blade back into his sheath and traveling back to the academy to go to his team. As Hiruzen thanked Naruto. And Naruto would then be put on Team 7 with Sasuke and Sakura, as Kakashi requested for them to be his students, besides Sakura, who had to be on the team, as Hiruzen had pulled some strings, making it happen. Anyhow, this was what if Naruto was a Hatake and the like goal is 100, not 100, 150 likes to guarantee another part, and 199 likes, so basically 200 likes to guarantee another part immediately after this one. So make sure to share the video to someone who likes what ifs. Check out my Discord server down below. Vote on my community tab if you haven't already done that, or just check up on it sometimes to see what new what ifs can come out. Subscribe, and as always, I love you all, and so thank you all very much for the recent support on the channel. Let's grind and try to get to 2,000 subscribers. So I guess you could just share this video to all your friends who, like what ifs or like anime in general, because I may start doing, character timelines. And so, as always, Rami X out.